working in this place. I worship you, I worship you. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am Uncle Richard, and today, May 17th, 2020, I will be your teacher. Our lesson title, The Christian and Culture. Our scripture reference is taken from Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 9 to 14. Our memory verse is taken from Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. It reads, "See to it that no one takes you captive through hollow and deceptive philosophy, which depends on human tradition and the elemental spiritual forces of this world rather than Christ." Colossians 2, verse 8. Our lesson focus. As Christians, our way of life must reflect obedience to God and not to human tradition. Our lesson summary. The options for worship were diverse in the ancient world, and God's chosen people did not always do what was right. As the Israelites journeyed to the Promised Land, they were instructed to leave behind the cultural practices of the Egyptians, who believed in magic and other detestable customs. The Israelites were further instructed not to learn or imitate the lifestyle of the nations who lived in the land they were going to inherit. The Canaanites, among whom they were going to settle, practiced witchcraft, idolatry, and gross immorality. Anyone who did not obey God's instructions to reject whatever was unholy would be severely punished. The ungodly practices of the Israelites were repulsive to God and still are today. His people must obey His word or face His punishment. For reflection, what are some of the cultural practices in your society that Christians should reject? Conclusion. God's people are called to live by Christian principles, even if they are contrary to the cultural norms of the society to which they belong. Have a good week, boys and girls.
Touching every heart.